The Texas lottery has had its worst day so far. It's February 25th, 2025.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Well, I'm Brandon Waltons filling in for Michael Quinn Sullivan today. Yesterday was a big day for the Texas lottery, and I don't mean that in a good way. Yesterday, Governor Greg Abbott ordered the Texas Rangers to open up an investigation into the scandal-plagued Lottery Commission. This comes on the heels of revelations, including those first reported by Texas Scorecard of the agency aiding in violations of state law. Right after Governor Greg Abbott did that, Lieutenant Governor Patrick asked the Rangers to expand that investigation into the actions of lottery vendors. All of this coming as both the Texas House and the Texas Senate held contentious hearings with lottery officials about the agency's operations. What's at the bottom of it? Well, after nearly a decade of lottery officials allowing illicit ticket resellers, called couriers, to operate in contradiction to state law, allowing lottery tickets to be sold online with credit cards to minors, the agency made an abrupt U-turn yesterday, announcing they would now ban those vendors in the state. And this came less than a week after Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick went to a ticket reseller's location and exposed their operations in a video that went viral on social media. Dan Patrick said suddenly they found religion and now they want integrity in their game. Ahead of the State Affairs Committee meeting yesterday, Lieutenant Governor Patrick said that without major reforms, the Senate will end the lottery this session. In a move that is underscoring Houston's growing role in the tech world, Apple has announced a $500 billion investment, which includes a new server manufacturing facility slated to open next year. This comes as part of Apple's largest ever financial commitment, totaling more than $500 billion over the next 4 years. The initiative will focus on advancing artificial intelligence, enhancing silicon engineering, and continuing skills development programs for students and workers nationwide. A key component of this package is the planned opening of a 250,000 square foot server manufacturing facility that will be in the Houston area. It will produce servers to support Apple Intelligence, that's Apple's proprietary AI system. Additionally, the servers will be integral to Apple's private cloud compute, which combines advanced AI with industry-leading security architecture for AI computing. And Apple, of course, is just one of many businesses moving to Texas. Last year, Elon Musk relocated X and SpaceX to Texas. And just a couple weeks ago, Cameron County Judge Eddie Trevino Jr. signed an order approving an election to potentially incorporate the city of Starbase, Texas, home of SpaceX. Governor Greg Abbott says that Sharia cities are not allowed in Texas, coming after a controversy erupted after reports surfaced that the East Plano Islamic Center, or EPIC, is developing a 402-acre planned community centered around a mosque and Islamic school. While developers described the project as simply a housing community designed to meet the needs of local Muslims, critics have argued it could function as an exclusionary enclave. Governor Greg Abbott speaking out against the project as it has been presented to the public, writing on X yesterday that, to be clear, Sharia law is not allowed in Texas, nor are Sharia cities. Governor Abbott's statement reinforces existing state law that already prohibits the application of foreign legal codes, including Sharia law, in Texas courts. In 2017, Abbott signed legislation that explicitly bans Texas judges from enforcing foreign law, such as Sharia, in family law cases. We'll be right back.
Do you feel increasingly isolated? Like the world has gone insane and you are part of one small, clear-headed remnant? Let me be the first to tell you, you're not alone. I'm Sarah Gonzalez, and on my new show, Come and Take It, I'm going to call out the crazy so you can be empowered to change Texas and the nation. Overcome the schemes of the left designed to keep Texans paralyzed and silent. Watch or listen to Come and Take It today.
Amarillo's police chief Martin Birkenfeld has been allowed to retire after he publicly supported a high school football coach who sexually abused a 15-year-old female student. Birkenfeld was suspended last week after backlash for his defense of Coach Cole Underwood, who confessed to federal charges of sexually exploiting the freshman athlete while he was the athletic director at Perryton ISD. Underwood previously coached at Amarillo ISD, where he reportedly earned the nickname Perv for his inappropriate conduct around female students. While in a pre-sentencing character letter read in court on February 11th, Birkenfeld said he was shocked and saddened to learn Underwood was guilty of sexually abusing a young student, yet he asked the court to consider Underwood's lack of criminal history and redeeming qualities. The judge sentenced Underwood to 30 years in federal prison. Today's stories were brought to you by Michael Wilson, Aaron Anderson, and myself. This episode was mixed by Nick Shepard in the 1836 studios. I'm Brandon Waltons, filling in for Michael Quinn Sullivan. Have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the first news of the day for the Lone Star State. This has been the Texas Minute with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.